Yeah.
So the link below, you can pre-order the book, fill up the link, and then I'll invite you to the book launch. And then it'll be a big party. Look forward to seeing you in the book launch.
Hi everyone, I'm Praveena and I'm at Circle96 LLP, and here I am with Master KK. So, what was the most interesting or memorable episode that you ever have encountered so far with any client?
Okay. Wow, I didn't see that coming. I don't remember. Let me see. Well, I can only tell you what's the latest.
Can
the
you?
whole week I have seen like 4 or 5 new residents.
Okay.
I think the daughter's characters and the mother's characters,
Yeah.
that's the interesting one.
Uh-huh.
The gentleman with legs issues. Every household's family has either leg issues or liver issues.
You mean a family and all of them have leg or?
Either one member or the family members has leg problems.
Health problems.
Health
So it's something
problems.
to do with their kitchen?
No, it's something to do with the east.
I thought I was like
Uh,
getting here, but
one of them is the kitchen, yeah, because the kitchen is a bit, like I said, the kitchen is a bit dark.
yeah.
So interesting. Well, many people ask me, what makes your life or your work so interesting? First and foremost, my office is never the same. It's always different.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I get to go into people's family, like people's
Yeah.
life, and understand them. And then I like the moment they open up their eyes, like,
Yeah.
how you know? Okay, without telling me much, I'll tell them. That's one thing. Now you tell me, I remembered. So there was these 2 stories. There was one gentleman who came to me with a girlfriend, a wife to be. And then when I was reading his analysis, and nothing seemed to be right. And I asked the question, are you the real first son? They said, sorry, must have forgotten to tell you, I'm actually adopted. So I'm actually a twin brother back in China.
Oh, okay.
So I said, you're the first, or I'm the younger one, so that's an elder brother. So I was reading him wrong. I was reading him the first son of the family. So when I started reading the second son,
They make sense.
makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so from there I learned, because life can be complicated, you never know what happens.
But in
Yeah.
that sense, I mean, he's supposed to be telling you.
He's supposed to tell you before, exactly. So he didn't know about Feng Shui as well.
Okay.
So a couple of weeks ago, another client introduced me, and we did this as well. We met up and we did this, and everything I read about him, it's also wrong. So I asked him, can you check with your mother or your father? Are you sure you're the second son? Because what I see here, the second son is all not very good, but obviously you're very successful, and you look to me more like a third son. Obviously, you cannot be the first son because you say you have an elder brother already.
Complicated.
Yeah, complicated. Then he says, I got nowhere to check because my dad passed away already. Okay, so, but yeah. Then I said, if I read you as a third son,
Then it makes sense.
makes sense.
Okay.
So, like for example, I can't read a few people in my relative because they were adopted.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I have clients who adopt children from other countries, Vietnam,
And they don't know their roots
Yeah.
and all, so it's
So I
difficult.
don't know. I can't read. Can't
Okay.
tell. Yeah, that's the sad part. That's the sad
yeah.
part. Yeah, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. So the moment they corrected, like for example, if I know that they were adopted and they were the second, so okay, then that makes sense when I start reading with them as a second son. Things works out properly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I need to know.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they hide their identity, because I'm very certain. So what happens is I am somebody that doesn't believe in Feng Shui, remembered? So
yeah.
everything that teacher teaches me, I don't just take them all.
Yeah.
I test the
course.
theory. So I have about 3,000 over practical analysis that's been done, 1,000 over practical on-site analysis, and audits that's done. So all this I gather, these are my statistics. So I'm very confident about my learning.
Yes.
Yeah. So when it's not right, then it's not right. But of course, there was one that's particular. So I'm going to mention his name. I can't mention his name anyway. It's very secretive. Not because of PEK, but he does a very secretive job. So I said, everything I read is wrong. Then I said, what? He said, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm SOF. special operation force.
Of course.
So everything to him is no stress.
Yeah.
He's built with to understand there's no stress. So okay, next move aside, put your wife here, then all falls into place. Okay, so if you're already mentally trained, there's no stress in your life, nothing will come to you will have stress because he's specially trained.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? He's a special ops. Yeah. So that's also another interesting thing that I've come across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what was the biggest compliment that you have ever received from a client?
Wow.
I'm sure you have plenty.
Plenty, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there's a teacher that called us up one day and told us, my daughter called me already. So the daughter and her was very close when they were young.
Oh.
And they grew further apart. And when she decided to study in another country, they literally just fell apart. And she doesn't even call nor write. She had to be one calling. So we did something. Do you know what we did?
Yeah, of course.
We put a photograph in the southeast. We put a family photograph in the southeast of her room.
Of the mother's room?
Of the daughter's room.
Oh, okay, but she's in overseas.
Exactly. After the photograph was placed, next day she called from overseas. The mom was so touched.
Wow.
That was just so simple.
The very next day?
The very next day.
Wow.
He brought her to tears.
Oh.
Just called. And then she called and told us.
And she obviously thanked you a lot. Yeah.
And she has sent many referrals.
It's really nice.
Yeah, so it's not the amount of money or just the small little things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Changing someone's
correct.
life.
Daughters calling you, it's.
Yeah, of course, it's a big
have
thing.
you called your mom already?
It's not always about money, you know.
Yeah, it's really not about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
so
people think about Feng Shui or, okay, I know I want to like, you know, be a millionaire, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But it's more than that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the hardest criticism that you've ever had to swallow? Like,
this is really tough because we were doing analysis. We were right about his character. We were right about his children's character, two of his kids' character. We even right about what the wife does for a living. We even tell them, we even told them their health issues, and we were right. And we told them we can address them easily without them need to buy anything. Don't even buy anything. Whatever you have at home is sufficient enough to address all these issues. And he turns around and asks me, how much do you charge? So I told him the price. And he says, you are so expensive.
Well, what do you expect?
I mean, I was right from everything.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, it's okay, no problem. He just don't want to be helped.
Yeah.
I can help him. So that was also a criticism, but he thought I was expensive. I thought I was a bit insult to me. Really.
If you really want to change something in your life, it's a plus point, you know. So you have to invest a bit just to change certain parts of your life.
He doesn't value his life.
Yeah.
Well, at least his life doesn't worth that much.
I mean, if you really find it expensive, you wouldn't waste your time, you know, to sit down and to.
No, if you find it expensive, is it more important than it should be?
Money, exactly.
Yeah. So money is really a problem for you. Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Money can always be earned, guys. Yeah. Would you say the most memorable moment would be that mother calling?
One of them.
Do you have any more?
Yeah. So we received a call from the client. She lost a lot of money in her stocks.
Okay.
Okay. And she's so panicked. She says, "Cannot tell my husband." So what should we do? So we told her what to do, and she recovered. And she baked a cake for us.
Oh.
And she brought all the way to us. And she's given us so many referrals after that.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's something at least we help.
It's all the small actions, yeah.
So we have clients whose husband doesn't want to come home. It's not because they were having some affairs or something. No, they just don't feel like staying home. That's a missing corner in the northwest, that he doesn't feel comfortable at home. And after we did something, and what happened was, he's home. That's all you want.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing stories.
Yeah.
So, yes, moving on to your book. Could you tell us more and obviously tell the viewers more about your upcoming book?
Alright, so Unfair Advantages is something that's very close to us. Majority of the book was written in Inner Mongolia.
Oh.
Yeah, we were far away and we wrote this book. It's a reflection of what happens in our life. We have gone through many ups and downs. We have failed businesses, so many failed businesses. And Feng Shui improves and helps us. So, and I relate all the stories I have met my clients into this. For example, I'm going to share something with you. If you're going to get a frontage, right? If you see a place that has more than 2 steps to reach your retail store, that retail store is going to fail.
More than 2 steps?
Yeah. 2 or 3 steps. The retail store is going to fail.
Okay.
Why? Psychology, people are thinking that I need to climb, I have no interest in that. I'll go for the one that's flat, I'll just walk into it.
Easier.
Yeah. Psychology is like that.
Yeah.
So if your 7-Eleven, it's 3 to 4 steps, and then that Cheers is there, it's like flat, I will go there.
Yeah.
Psychology people will tell you this.
Yeah.
But there's only one business that if you have a few steps, many steps, people will still go. There's only one business. And what business is that?
What's that?
If you're a bank. Because you have money and I want to go to get the money.
Of course.
That's
No
other
choice.
than that, yeah, there's no
No
choice.
choice.
Yeah. So I was having lunch with my authors friend. I have an authors club, so we encourage each other and things like that. So having lunch with Sam, and this is a favorite noodle store space that we like in Zhujiang. And I was sitting there and I pointed out to Sam, do you know why this store is so popular and it's doing so well? Their food is obviously their food is good, but there are a lot of places that's good food, but people just don't patronize them. Okay, so because there's a bus stop right in front of the shop.
A bus stop?
Bus stop. So if you can imagine, bus stop is where people congregate. Bus interchange is where people congregate.
Of course.
MRT are people congregate. Have you seen a food outlet that is in the bus interchange or the MRT station that gone bust? No. People pay very expensive rental for it. Old Chunky, your Swiss cake,
Old
sweet
Chunky,
hay,
yes, of course,
yeah,
all the
blah
time.
blah blah, your
Yeah.
sweet talk.
It's
blah, blah.
always there.
It's always there, exactly. So they will never go past. So they know how to pick places. So it's where people is. So you remember the time I told you that Sharon has this, was able to predict the son has a stroke?
Yeah.
So he became an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Overnight.
The 7-year-old.
Seven-year-old
He had
kid.
stroke when he was 7.
Correct.
Okay.
So what happened was, when I met him, he was just doing noodles. He was just helping his cousin in a noodle store. 2 years later, when he audit his new house, he has like 14 stores.
Wow.
I said, how do you do it?
Wow.
So what's his secret? You want to know?
Bus stop?
No, please. Find
There are more tips in the
yeah,
book.
there's all life stories, so I'm going to share.
Maybe to share with our viewers the link to it, we can pre-order the book as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So the link below, you can pre-order the book. Fill up the link, and then I'll invite you to the book launch. And then if you're a part, look forward to seeing you in the book launch. Very happy to be, if you could support a local author, someone that's dyslexic.
He's dyslexic and he actually wrote a book. You know, it takes a lot of effort.
Together with my wife, together
Yeah.
with Master Sharon.
Yeah. So
The forward itself, no, sorry, it's not the forward. Yeah, right. It will bring you. I think it will bring you to tears. We went through a lot throughout the book. Yeah.
hats off to you, man, for doing so much and for even coming up with this book. I really hope and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So thank you for sharing so much with all of us. I am so truly privileged to even be sitting here and to listen to all of your stories.
Thank
And
you.
now I better understand more about Feng Shui, and I hope all of you guys have a better understanding of Feng Shui as well. So that's it. We have Master KK here, and that's it for today. So do tune in for all our episodes, and thank you. Bye.
Bye. She's a pretty one, right?